G'day fellas and welcome to a casted game. We're back here with some more Road to Red Bull Wallalol Legacy action. Spawning in on the south side of the map, playing, well I say south side, it's more east side. Spawning in on the east side of the map in the color blue, playing as the English, we've got Beastie Cutie. In the north of the map, playing as the Mongols with their brand new Gur, we've got Koinu. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome. This is the Road to Red Bull Wallalol. These two players are fighting it out right now for the title of coolest guy on the block. Yes, that is an official title. It's not really an official, but you guys get where we're coming from here. So these guys obviously looking to win, looking to play up against each other, and looking to take down each other as hard as they can. Already we've got some very heavy wood gathering up here for Koinu, so you can only suspect it's going to be some sort of fishing opening. Potentially, maybe not. We do have an Uvu out, and I think actually, if you're going fishing as Mongol, maybe you don't make the Uvu. We'll have to double check that. Beastie on the other side though, 5 villagers on wood. No sneaky 5 villagers shenanigans over on the enemy side to kill villagers. I mean, you're not really going to be able to do much against the Mongols anyway, so it makes a lot of sense, but we do indeed see Koinu moving out with a villager, so I would say he's going to be a little bit behind on the dock. Obviously, we've seen Beastie... Oh my, how many sheep? Yes, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Now, 8. You want to know something interesting? We haven't seen it yet, but it is interesting nonetheless. Villager looking to come out here and not going to kill any sheep. Fair enough. Beastie allows the sheep to live for another day. So what you can do with the Gur, which I think he's going to do right now. Oh my god, he's doing it. He's doing it. He's going to be able to capture the sheep. It's so cute. Oh, I love it. It's so funny. So he does this, and now the sheep get captured, and now he can unpack it and go and pick up the next ones. Now, I don't know whether he knows about them. You could just task them to the Gur and then just allow the Gur to move out. But you can see there's so many sheep around here. This is next level Gur strategies coming out from Koinu. Looking beautiful already. Doc about to go up for him. You can see he's rallied out towards his position in the center. He's got no idea where the hood is at. But he's about to find out though. Indeed, revealing. And immediately a fishing boat into the queue. We'll take a look at how Beastie's doing on the other side of the map as he moves back over on this position. We can see a sheep is going to get spotted out for him here. Beastie on the ball. The Gur going to be coming through and looking to try and take it. Not going to be successful there. Mongol Khan just moving to scoot that scout away. A single scout opening from both of these guys. No double scouts at all. Obviously, Mongols get a Khan instead of a scout, but it's basically the same thing. It's just a little bit cooler. Plenty of villagers over here on wood as well for Beastie. Is he going for a double dock opening? There's so many villagers on wood. It makes me think, is he going double dock? Maybe not. Maybe he's just going to do like a delayed tower rush or something. Maybe hit the Uvu potentially. I'm not sure, but 9 villagers, or 10, which will shortly be 10, seems like a lot. Interestingly, we don't see much double dock play. I remember back in the beta, we did see quite a fair bit of double dock play. Double dock into fast castle, that sort of thing. But not going to be the case here. And now Beastie actually pulling a few villagers. Pulls 2 villagers off the wood and 1 villager from the TC. The music is quietly gone. Is it this map where the music just goes? I think it must be this map. I don't. There must be a setting or something that the map makers have got access to, and it's like it's something to do with controlling the music or something like that. But you can hear. It's eerie. It's eerily quiet. I don't know where the music's gone. Boo! I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. I was here all along. I didn't mean to scare you guys. I'm sure you got confused. You checked the volume for a second. You're like, wait. Anyway, Beastie looking to move out. He was going out towards the berries, potentially thinking about a mill as one of his options. And there we see the mill coming down behind the TC. So going for a little bit safer. Obviously up against the Mongols. You want to avoid... There's the music. There's the music. There's the Halloween music party coming out. But obviously when you're playing up against the Mongols, you want to try and avoid having these sorts of... very far away positions, at least from the town center, just because there is the chance that the Mongol player could look to exploit it. Speaking of exploit, we do see double horsemen being trained up right now. So Koinu looking to spend a fair bit of time in the Dark Age here, I would suspect, and a lot of villagers on gold. Koinu going to be able to spot that out and say, hold on a minute, that's a fair bit of gold. Villagers just firing back. They're like, hold on a minute, you want a fire? You want a Dark Age fire? Let's do it. Oh my lord, did you hear that? Did you guys hear that? Sounds like the thunder is coming. Villagers once again gonna get fired upon by that Khan. Khan gonna be like, yo, what up? He's bringing in reinforcements though, do not worry. And I mean, we got some Dark Age action in here. We're yet less than 5 minutes through and we've already got it happening. You can see Koinu already beginning to gather up plenty of fish, and now those horsemen gonna be moving in for the charge. Beastie falling back from that gold mine he's collected. Oh, it's just shy of the amount he needs. You guys know how much he needs? He needs 9 more for his wheelbarrow. So needs to get... there we go. You can see he's sitting on 140. So just shy of wheelbarrow at the moment. Going to be looking to put an outpost down. Beastie now going to have to fall back, and we can see the movement speed going to come in. He's going to be careful not to lose these early horsemen to the town center, but Koinu doing a great job of just applying early pressure to the gold mine. Beastie instead going to be turning out over onto the west side of the map. Now, obviously, if this outpost does get cancelled, there's going to be a raid bounty that goes over to Koinu, so Beastie wants to avoid that. Villager does go down. Second villager going to go down here. Beastie might be in a little bit of trouble. We got trouble in paradise all of a sudden. Age up coming through for him, though. Not too long. Looks like about a 6-minute age up. We'll check in with Koinu as he's dropping down the deer stones. Only 2 villagers on gold for the moment. Begins moving around over the west side of that tree line. Looking to try and find a new angle. We can see the villagers have decided to come back. He has secured up that gold. So he said, you know what? We'll just stay here. We'll stay cool. We'll keep our head above water. And now plenty of horsemen moving in. I love this opening from Koinu. Absolutely beautiful. The Uvu into the dock, into the stable. But now the town center going to begin opening up the Gatling guns. You can see those early horsemen just, unfortunately, just getting sniped out by villagers. You hate to see it, don't you? Villagers so damn strong. But nice little, I like the base building coming out from Beastie. Picks up another horseman. That's the second one that goes down. There's a third one in here that he could potentially take down. Khan just going to come back in, provide that little scouting falcon. And back over on the other side of the map, we do see Beastie is harassing the villager of Koinu. So that could be a sign of things to come, as the outpost was coming up over here. I'm not sure exactly what happened. I don't know. It was like half health as well. I didn't even see that. Was that... It looked like it was halfway built, didn't it? Does he... I got no idea. There's no units out here for Beastie. I'm not too sure what happened down there. But Beastie thinking about doing a bit more of a looks like a bit of a fast castle by the looks of it. We do see that he has a galley in queue. Galley going to do very well up against the light junk that is owned by the Mongols. Unfortunately, the light junk is even lighter than the junk. And as you guys know, the junk is absolutely junk. So just when you thought your trash couldn't get any trashier, Drongo showed up and taught you a thing or two. That is just because I'm an expert in trash. That's why they call me the garbage man, because I'm always taking it out. But that segue just went way too long. I apologize. But Beastie going to be in a little bit of trouble continuing to lose this dock. And by at least Koinu staying here, he's going to force this galley to remain in this position. Beastie's not able to leave this, because as soon as the galley pops out, the horsemen move back. Was he trying to snipe the Khan? No, he's just going to look for the horseman here. God, that does so much damage, doesn't it? Oh, that is a ludicrous amount of damage. Did you guys see that ludicrous display last night? The galley just two-shotting a horseman right there. I mean, technically it's an early horseman, so I mean, we shouldn't hide it. We shouldn't hold it in such high regard, but still. There's a lot of horsemen that have been lost in this game so far. Another dock coming down from Koinu. This guy just keen on training out the docks. Scout on the north side of the map. Going to get picked up by a couple of horsemen out here. He does have the upgrade through for them now. Looks like double junk production. So Koinu looking to try and seal the deal over on the water. Smart move from him. This is exactly what you want to do. When you've got the faster, lighter ship, you want to try and outmaneuver your enemy. And that's exactly what he does here. Now moving in on the shoreline. At the same time, moving in on the backside. But Beastie's got a pretty good spot here. He does indeed spot it out. Forces that light junk away. Look at the damage that comes down on it. Absolutely... It's crazy. I don't know why galleys have got so much damn damage, but all I'm going to say is I'm just grateful to the devs that they're going to be changing it, because it's absolutely busted. It doesn't make sense to me. Why does Civs have like crazy different ships? Imagine a Hulk on the water. I mean, let's not imagine a Hulk on the water. We don't need to imagine that Hulk. Now, for anybody wondering, you cannot walk across this. Even though it looks like you can walk across it, you can't walk across it. Apparently, it's dependent on the color on the mini-map. So even though it looks very shallow, it looks like I could come and put a tower down right here. I can't actually. It's only this little... tight little ring around the island, the Holy Island. And speaking of Holy Island, hold on a minute. Have we got a gold mine missing right now? I think there might be. I feel like a gold mine should have spawned here. Typically, it spawns with 2 large gold veins, but it's just going to be the 1 today. Light Junk's moving in, looking to try and take down a galley or 2. Let's see how they do. Beastie just going to be on the defense, just so easily defending this position. At the same time, a bit of an attack coming through. A lot of villagers there on the gold mine. Beastie just going to be looking to focus down the Khan. Should be successful in taking that one out. Villagers need to fall back closer towards that town center. We can see the outpost also firing off at the same time. Beastie going to be losing. It looks like a galley does go down, so Light Junk's doing some pretty decent work there. But at the same time, Khan goes down and plenty of horsemen. Beastie just doing beautiful micro. We see a blacksmith coming down a block as well. Gets a nice little position there. 11 villagers. He's looking for that +1 as soon as possible. He's managed to repair this bad boy up. Shipwrights, rather, Admiralty. is a feudal age tech. I didn't know that. That is oh my lord, that's a good tech. Yo, I'm just gonna point it out there, or put it out there rather. Hey, English are pretty good on water. This is kind of wild. I mean, you got galleys that are already really good, and then you give them +1 range. Yikes, that's a lot. You know what else is a lot? Koinu's mass. Look at this. Koinu just going ham right now. Plenty of upgrades coming through for him as well. We can see that he's got additional sails on the way through. So looking to pick that one up. Has yet to research extended lines. Take a look back and see how he's doing on the upgrades. No wheelbarrow yet for Koinu. I kind of feel like there's a big oversight from him. Wheelbarrow gets a lot of value for the Mongols just simply because your villagers move faster. So because your villagers are moving faster, it just stacks up with wheelbarrow so much more and basically just makes your villagers like these superhumans. But we do have the age up coming through now for Beastie. He's going to be going up with the King's Palace, nice and close to the main town center. On the other side of the map, we do see the step redoubt is going down for Koinu. Now going to be forced back over on this southern side on the water once again. Beastie managing to hold his water, at least for now. See, he's got 12 fishing boats out there. Compare that over to Koinu. He's got a little bit of a flank coming on. Let's double check how many he's got. He's sitting on 9 fishing boats at the moment. Look at this beautiful flank coming in from Koinu. It was like he's going to hit him from the front with the 7, and then at the same time at the back with the 3. Super smart moves. He tries to fall back and bait these units away, and at the same time does it. It's not going to be enough to one-shot the fishing boats. Beastie going to be able to react and immediately react or pull these back. But now Koinu going to be up to the castle age with Beastie also up as well. So both players up within about a second of each other. Impressive game sense right there for both of these players, knowing exactly when they need to pull the trigger on aging up. But we do start to see the war junks coming out right now for Koinu. That is a sign of scariness because the war junk is infamous for that extra little bit of range. But hold on a minute. You're up against the English, my friend, with admiralty and of course the ability to train hulks. Well, you're going to be able to outrange those units. Beautiful little base here from Beastie. Looks like it's going to be a night opening that is going to be starting us off here. It's also got the monastery going down. We'll check in with Koinu and see how he's doing. Whether we've got a prayer tent down just yet. It doesn't look like it. Prayer tent specific or suspiciously absent. Perhaps it's closer to the middle? No, it's not. Double men-at-arm production coming out. Interesting decision going into men-at-arms here. One of the things that we have been seeing players do is a very heavy focus on trash. It's been all about trash. You know, mass spears, mass horsemen, mass archers, that sort of thing. But we do have both players heading towards double armored composition. So I do like this. We'll take a look at Koinu and see how he's doing on the upgrades. Look at all the economic upgrades coming through. We've got wheelbarrow, we've got double broadaxe, we've got extended lines, we've got iron undermesh, which isn't an economic upgrade, but hey, it's an upgrade and it costs resources, which is related to the economy. There you go, checkmate atheists. But we'll check in with Beastie, see how he's doing. He's going for a rare upgrade that you get with the English specialized pick. Raid coming through on that gold mine. He's going to be successful taking out one villager. A single villager remains just chilling out for the moment. John Cena still yet to grab that +1 ranged armor. He also spots out the men-at-arm horde that's beginning to build on his doorstep. I'm curious to see what the reaction is. Yeah, this is where I feel like for English, what they really should be doing. I mean, the thing is, Council Hall's already such a strong landmark. I don't want to make it any stronger because then Abbey of Kings just becomes useless. But like the English right now, could you imagine if this Council Hall could make crossbows? Oh my god, just chef's kiss. It would be so much better. But at the same time, it would just tie you towards that so much heavier to do that. But now at the same time, pushing it on water, looks like Beastie going to be able to clean up that position. The men-at-arms, however, don't have their... Actually, that's a knight. Give me a second. There we go. +1 ranged armor is coming through, so only 1 damage going to be copped from each of these arrows, unfortunately, for the men-at-arms. So it's going to take some time for them to get through it, and you can see he's actually done pretty well. At the same time, a monk coming back with the Wololol, with the relic. Beastie's cleaned up on water. He's kept a lot of his fishing boats alive. He's on 11. We did see that he had 12 at one point. Now the villager's going to have to fall back. We see the horsemen also going to be coming into the mix. Fortunately, getting Gatling gun down by the town center. And a beautiful job here by Koinu to idle out the economy of Beastie. He's got a lot of villagers, 23 idols at the moment. It's going to be all these wood villagers. And now instead he's going to be turning towards the town center. Looks like he's just going to be giving him a bit of the ring around the rosy. The knight does come in, looking to try and clean up these units. Should be successful. It's got plenty of base damage, but at the same time, a push going to be happening out on water. And we got some war junks coming in for Koinu. Things really starting to heat up in this game. I'm impressed. I'm loving this game. You know, compare this to like the Wood War games. Wood War games, it's like a snooze fest, man. But this, it's just action central. Now we've got some hulks coming out as well for Beastie. Things really looking good over on the water for him. But at the same time, on land, things not looking good. Koinu just constantly hitting him in the backside. we still aren't yet to see any stables coming out from Koinu, which is kind of rare. Typically, you'd expect to see a lot more stables coming out, but Warjunk's doing a beautiful little dance here. He's actually going to be able to pick up the Hulks on the water. That's why Warjunks are so damn good when it comes to these water fights. We'll take a look and see whether Admirality's come through yet for Beastie. It doesn't look like it. So -1 range. You can see he's sitting on 6 range. That could be 7. And the Warjunk on 6.5. So he's got the range disadvantage at the moment. Still going to take some time. Looks like the raid is going to be getting cleaned up. I say raid. It's not a you know what? We'll call it a raid. It's a raid. Slowly but steadily. Looking to try and take this one out. You can see him just microing away. Hey, you don't have any Abbey. You know what? But you do have a monastery. We'll allow it. I'll permit it. Beastie holding on. Looks like the fishing boat's going to come in and do a little bit of healing. We'll check in with Koinu and see how he's doing up towards the north. More men-at-arms coming out. My lord, there's so many men-at-arms. Do you use the... How come they're so fast? It's that YAM network. Jeez Louise, that is absolutely fast. Really starting to get through that wood. Look at the wood line. It's so big, man. It is a huge wood line. But hey, it's nice to have safe wood, isn't it? Worst case scenario, you've got these ones in the center as well that you can always fall back on, or should I say, fall forward to. But once again, the music has stopped. We're all alone. It's just me and you guys. Strongo the caster and you the viewer. Who knows where we go from here? We'll switch to Beastie's perspective. Perhaps that brings back the music. He's got a knight in queue. Looking to do a little bit of micro, but now all of a sudden we've got a demo ship out. Koinu spots it. You can see him trying his best to get the arrows onto it. Demo ship just going to be moving around the west side of the map. See, it does 400 damage with an extra 200 against warships. Now going to be falling back. You can see he's going for a bit of a cut here. This is where it gets tough because Beastie will just unfortunately lose that ship. Oh my lord, look at Koinu's fleet, dude. It's pretty decent. Explosive, Dow, unsuccessful, or rather explosive ship, unsuccessful. More men-at-arms rampaging through the base. Koinu just going absolutely mad style right now. I love the fact that he's just pushing in against the non-stop knight numbers here. With no spears at all, no crossbows, no nothing. He's just like, yeah, we're just gonna run the men-at-arms in. We'll do a little bit of idling. We like to troll a little bit. We do a little bit of trolling. Looks like a shaman gonna be, or rather the monk gonna be losing his life. Very painful death right there. Quickly returns to heaven. You can only assume. He got sucked up that quickly. I basically saw the light suck him up. Actually, no, I think that might have been the network of castles. But looks like the Khan might get taken out here. You can see it getting machine gunned down by the Chancellor. I say machine gun. It's not really machine gun, but the Warjunk's moving forward. Khan does go down. Is this potentially a good game? I suspect not. As for at this point in time, the Hulks hold on a little bit longer. We still don't see Admiralty? Are you serious? This is one of the best techs in the game in Beastie. I don't know whether he's neglecting it intentionally or whether he's just forgetting it. It could be one of the two. But it definitely feels like a little bit strange to be going for it. Now a third TC coming down for Beastie. My lord, what are we seeing right now? This is an action-packed game, that is for sure. More men-at-arms on the front side. I mean, can you imagine how easy Beastie would have handled this had he had access to the crossbow here at the council hall? Maybe there's a good reason why it's not that good. I mean, what other way could you make the landmarks good? Maybe you could make it so that the English King's Palace has a reduced cost, but for all intents and purposes is just like the same. So kind of like make it like Swabia. Maybe I don't even know, man. I'll let the devs do it. I'll let the devs do their things. I just feel like England's a little bit weak, but I mean, for the moment, Beastie's doing pretty decent. Road comes out. Look at that, connecting this. It's the small little things, isn't it? Explosive junk. Not successful. Beastie continuing to push forward despite the huge amount of military forces out from his enemy. At the same time, the men-at-arms coming through. Beastie going with a very defensive keep. I love this. This is looking like something out of Age of Empires 2. So many villages here. 22 villages going to be tapping away this. 23 villages on gold as well. Nice and safe down this bottom side. Things not looking good for Beastie. Things not looking good for Beastie on water. But there is good news. And that is that he's got a third TC. Now, you might be wondering, okay, Drongo, what the hell does a third TC have to do with winning water, losing water? So, the idea is that you can potentially, or you can intentionally, rather, lose water, or throw water, or get rid of water. But the trick is that you have to leverage the water enough to give yourself a bonus on land. And that's what Beastie's done with this third TC, because it puts him in a great position. His village account's going to be climbing, and the reality is, you know, when both players are 200 population, Well, the fishing boats aren't going to make a difference, right? Because I've got 140 villages. You've got 140 villages. Some of yours are fishing boats. Some of mine are on farms. Like, it doesn't really make a big difference. It's all about that early game, and he's held up until this point, and now Beastie's lost water, but how does Koinu leverage this? That is the question. So, answer to that, number one, trade. Looks to try and take advantage of trade as quickly as possible. So that means getting a dock in this corner, setting that as the home dock, and then looking to try and to hit that. At the same time, he wants to try and keep Beastie in his base. The longer he can play this one out with having a really good trade route, the better it gets for him. But Beastie, I mean, he's an incredibly good player, and the longer this game goes, the better it gets for him. That's the thing to remember. Beastie is notoriously strong in the late game, and he's going to be struggling here, though. Potentially, Koinu could look for a Sacred Site victory. This is an option for him. We hear more relics being picked up. Sounds like, I think that's the fifth and, oh no, it's not the fifth and final. Oh my lord, there's a relic over here. It's kind of interesting, isn't it? I wonder if that relic intention or spawned where the gold mine was going to. Hold on, 2 relics. 2 relics. 2 relics. 3 relics. So that's 2, 4, 5, 6. Interesting. 6 relics on this map. I didn't realize. Well, there we go. Men-at-Arms once again running in. Koinu just going with the men-at-arm only strategy, the chatted arm strategy, as we do sometimes see. But by the same token, Beastie just playing very defensively, and this is how Beastie likes to play it. You know, teetering on the edge is really the best way to describe Beastie. Like, think of him like a seesaw. He always just likes to just keep it balanced in the middle. He never likes to give you a go, never likes to get a go. He just wants to keep it and just ever so slightly favored ever so slightly in his favor. And then, you know, continues building up that lead over and over and over again and just whittling away. But you can see now things starting to look a little bit scary for him. Look at the mini-map. No line of sight at all. Men-at-Arms continuing to push him down. The monks are out on the front line. I'm curious whether he's got the herbal medicine. It doesn't look like he does. He's got 2 relics in the bag, though. That's a fair amount of relics, but when you compare when you consider there's 6 on this map, it starts to get a little bit different. Knight's now going to be coming in for his opponent. Koinu starting to look really good. I'm starting to get worried for the Beast right now as he continues to try and hold on. The crossbows on the back are actually doing a really decent job. I mean, as I said, can you imagine if the Council Hall could have made crossbows? How easily Beastie would have held this? It would have just been a different game. So, I mean, good thing that it's not going to be the case here. Spriggan placement has come through. He's looking to get the fortification on the outpost as well. But Beastie does manage to hold for the moment. The Knights are doing a great job with that network of citadels or networks of castles upgrade, which is coming in now. The repair has come through on that outpost as well. Manages to keep it alive. I thought I saw a springled shoot from here over onto the water. Or from the water, rather, onto the land. But now Beastie moving over towards this position. Koinu's yet to realize Step Redoubt is over here. Beastie cancels the outpost. Instead goes a little bit further away. Not sure what the intent is behind that. I guess because otherwise he could have just died. I'm suspecting that's probably why. Now Koinu's in a bit of a tough spot. Why is he in a tough spot? Well, he's got 6 war junks and not really much to do with it. And the question is, what does he do with the fishing economy? Well, obviously, fish. That's what he's doing. He's doing that quite well. He's got double fishing upgrades, so he's not doing terribly. And now we start to see the trench coming down in the center. So I'm liking the way that he's playing this already, and he's doing a little bit of a patrol here. But I can't help but feel like you could consider deleting some of those war junks. Like, at this point, you just really don't need them. Looks like we've got a bit of a raid coming through. Koinu holding on, 163 population at the moment. Compare that over to Beastie's on 108. Oh, Beastie not looking the hottest right now. He's gonna be trying his best to defend this position. Continuing to suffer on this north side at the same time towards the south side. It's just been constant attacks. It's a traction trebuchet that's come out. Only 50 damage on that bad boy with 250 versus buildings. Geez, you'd think if you got hit in the head with a boulder the size of that traction trebuchet captures, you'd take a little bit more than 50 damage. Sorry, mate. It's going to take 2 of those boulders to kill me. I'm a Shokunu. Like that is wild when you think about it. Villagers look like they may have gone in and taken down the traction trebuchet. Second one going to be coming out now. I will have you know it only takes 1 boulder to kill the villager. Nice little rewar coming in there for Beastie. And Koinu taking complete control of this game. He's looking incredibly good. At this point in time, if I often talk about this concept of having the percentage bar at the top. I'd be saying, like, Koinu at this point in time, he's looking like 89 to 90% win chance. He's about to go Imperial. He's got full water control. He's got control of the middle of the map. Trebuchets are going down. His trench is up. But now Beastie looking to do the smart play, and this is the right move. So he needs to make sure he's fighting on the enemy side of the map and looking to constantly divert the enemy's attention away from his base. Because with Beastie, the problem is that his enemy is going to continue to treb down all of these positions, and he's going to be losing his production. So he wants to try and keep all of this alive, if possible. And the best way to do that is just by making sure that he's diverting the attention onto the enemy's side. Try and find any wood lines. Try and find, you know, where are the villages at. That's what you want to be looking for. That's the best way to play it in this position. It can be tough because that's what really takes a lot of APM. But if there's anybody who can do it, it is the man, the myth, the legend. It's Beastie. Holding on for a little brief moment from the pocket here. I'm liking the way that it's looking. Trebuchet firing up towards these outposts. Another outpost going to be going down. Another 2 outposts going to be going down up here on the north side of the map. Right on board with Koinu. As that landmark does begin coming up, there it is. It's going to be the White Stupa getting dropped down. A lot of resources in the bank as well. So don't be surprised if you start to see some insane late game upgrades coming through. As the Khan also is arisen. He is back. The Khan is back, baby. Villager count at the moment, 97. How many of those are villagers and how many of those? Yeah, 35 fishing boats, 62 villagers. Outpost coming up in the center. Uvu's are up forward at the moment. But now Beastie looking to try and push out. He's got a pretty decent night mass. Trebuchet's looking a little bit out of position. I mean, they're kind of away from the trench, but at the same time, the trench has sort of moved to the side here. And I guess he can always fall back towards his war junks over on the water. That's actually a smart move from Koinu to come in on that. And I apologize. Beastie looking to try and jump on in. A couple of units did go down. He's now going to be looking to try and take out the front line. You can see the crossbows as well as the archers fighting off against each other. He's doing a pretty decent job of managing to hold it together. Impressive stuff from the Beast. Looking to clean this position up completely. Koinu stacking up 7,000 resources in the bank right now with absolutely nothing to show for it. He's got 67 military pop that could be reinforcing. Let's take a look at his production right now. Production, 11 barracks, 5 docks, 7 stables. Koinu, I'm just going to hit it, man. Shift, Q, do it like 5 times. Shift, Q, do it like 5 times. Shift, W, whatever it is. Just spam out units, man, non-stop. That's what you want to be doing here. And you can see he's only got 3 spears in Q. Koinu, I'm not sure exactly what's going on your side of the world, but slowly and steadily, this is getting away from you. There we go. 10 horsemen in queue now. Jeez Louise, that took some time. Need to see those elite upgrades coming through. Indeed, we do. Looks like actually it's veteran horsemen, elite spearmen, and biology coming through for him. So he is looking to try and get them down. And now we've got the Imperial Age coming through from Beastie. It's the return of the Berkshire. Beastie's Berkshire is back, baby. Oh my lord, that's a lot of B's. That's a lot of alliteration, but I mean, he's pushed out from his cocoon. The English player, Beastie, has somehow found a way back into this game. I've kind of, I don't know whether it was necessarily Beastie finding a way back in or rather Koinu just giving him a way back in. It seemed like such an easy thing for Koinu to do, but you can see he's really behind when it comes to production, when it comes to units, and now Beastie doing the right thing, once again hitting the wood line, and it all comes back to that third town center that we were talking about. Villager count just climbing ahead. He's up about 25 villagers at the moment. That's only going to continue to extend. Berkshire Palace is out, and it is about. Still yet to see the network of citadels upgrade coming through. Beastie moving out to a new gold mine. Let's take a look and see whether he's got enclosures just yet. Always important to check whether you've got your enclosures. You can never really afford avoiding it or forgetting it. Beastie just holding on for a little bit longer. Sacred Site in the center gets neutralized. One down towards that eastern or western side rather. He's still yet to be taken. And Beastie just working on that outpost. Counterweight Trebuchet gonna have to fall back away from the Springald. Springald emplacement on this outpost as well. Trench gonna start getting put down by Beastie. Instead of seeing keeps now, we start seeing outposts being thrown down as our big trenches for the English. You typically only saw the Mongols do this. And Koinu looking to hold on. He's up to 196 population. I don't know where it came from. I don't know what Koinu did with the 146 population guy that we knew before, but he is maxed out, baby. He is ready to roll. And now Beastie needs to hold on in this position. Villagers out on the front line. They're going to be able to help out as well. We'll enter into the cinematic mode as Beastie looks to try and hold on this position. You can see the horsemen going to be moving out over towards the east side. Beastie looking to hold on from the pocket. The same time towards the south. Plenty of units down here for Beastie. Berkshire firing off towards it. The battle still yet to really unfold. He continues to hold. There's so many production buildings over here. One of the things to note is Beastie's yet to wall up. At this point in the game, we are in Imperial. We're about 30 minutes through and no walls through for Beastie. Bit of a raid now going to come through. His opponent looking to try and control the narrative. And now another army going to be coming in. Yam network going to be applied. Beastie going to be holding on for dear life. We'll take off cinematic mode. Koinu sitting on max population. Beastie on 181. Things are about to get heavy. You can see that those trebuchets rather, going to be looking to work on that Berkshire Palace. But interesting thing to note, the Berkshire Palace technically outranges the traction trebuchets. They've only got 13 tiles, so he will be able to shoot these down. And now Mongol's going to be moving forward, a little bit of a raid still. Look at the amount of units that are back here to deal with this. The consequence of just of these raids and how effective it can be. Just sending 1 or 2 units into your enemy's wood lines, and as a result, you're forced to send all of these units back to respond. It can be difficult. Oh, hold on a minute. What's going on with you fellas? Look at what do we got here? A little bit of the bow over the shoulder action, eh? Is that just how they carry them? No, that's not how they carry them. Look at this. That's how they carry them. What is wrong with you guys? I don't know what is wrong with these. What is wrong with this Stroboran? But we're going to be finding out. That is for sure. Beastie continuing to hold on. The Berkshire Palace has returned. Beastie's Berkshire looking to hold on. Bombard going to be coming out, looking to try and turn this one down. And you can see, oh no, Bombard in trouble. Look how much damage. Actually, it doesn't really take up. Oh, there we go. I think, was that the spring or was that the cannon? I'm not sure exactly. But now, diving in towards the gold mine. Horsemen as well as the knights moving out. We've got some crossbows coming through as well. Beastie looking to try and hold on this position. We can see both players looking to fight over these large gold veins in the center. And all of the production is just getting made right now. We'll tune in with Beastie and see how he's doing. He might be struggling a little bit right now as he falls back towards his own gold mine. Villagers, we might need you guys to help out. The Berkshire Palace stands strong and continues firing down upon the units below it. He's doing a decent job managing to hold on, but the siege number is starting to look good for Koinu. Beastie might be in a little bit of trouble here. He's managed to pull this one out, but at the same time, I'm starting to worry. I'm really starting to worry, but hold on a minute. Koinu looks to defend. Oh, my lord! And the whole time, Beastie's been raiding the gold mine. He's down to 84 villagers compared to 134 for Beastie. He's got 50 more villagers at this point. He doesn't even care if he loses the villagers over here. There's no chance Beastie's giving this one up. Not when he's ahead by 50 villagers. Beastie looking incredible in this game. How does he do it? How does he just find a way? I didn't even see his enemy was under attack or anything like that, but he somehow manages to hold on. Impressive stuff from him. And still, look, like, he's just teetering on the edge like that seesaw that we were talking about. And somehow he manages to keep his head above water. And now those walls are going to be coming up. And once those walls are up, there is no way that you're getting past, because you got to deal with either the Berkshire or you got to deal with me, aka the stone wall. And that is incredibly tough for him. And now we see men-at-arms coming out. It's going to be those shattered arms as well. You guys know they've got their... They're going to have their +2. There they are, the armor cladding. Actually, that's not armor cladding. That's elite. And now Beastie looking to push back on this gold mine. Koinu might be in trouble. Koinu going to tap out. It's going to be a good game. Beastie somehow manages to pull out an absolute impressive, insane victory. What a comeback right there. He is the king of the comeback. It is Beastie. Fellas, check him out. I'll leave a link in the description. And I will catch you guys in the next one.